All right, here goes. We're going to do a quick video lesson on factoring things like this. Polynomials where there is a lead coefficient, such as a 3 or any other number really besides a 1. So the step one is you want to, well, actually the first step is look for a greatest common factor. There is not a greatest common factor, right? 3 and 7 and 4 have no factors in common. But if the coefficients had been like, say, 6, 14, and 8, those are all even numbers and would have to factor out a 2 before we did anything else. Okay, now, assuming that we don't have to do that, then we'll just go straight to what I was going to say the first step was, which is multiply the 3 and the 4 together. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, next, we are looking for factors of 12 that add to give me 7. Okay, well, there's a bunch of different factors of 12. 1 and 12, no. 2 and 6, also no. Okay, 3 and 4, yes. Positive 3 and positive 4 add together to give me 7. All right, the next step is we're going to take this 7x and break it up into these two factors that I just identified. There it is. I could have written that in either order. I could have said 4x plus 3x, and I'll show you in a little bit that it doesn't matter that we did it in this order, but we'll just take it as I can do it in that order and things will work out just fine. All right, and now I bring down the other things from the line above. Next, we are going to group our terms here, the first two and the last two, and we're going to remove a greatest common factor from each of those two sets of terms. From the 3x squared plus 3x, we can take out a 3 and also an x because they both have an x in them. What's left over then is, well, okay, 3x squared divided by 3x is just x, and 3x divided by 3x is 1. So we're left with a x plus 1. Okay, now we go to the last two terms, 4x and 4. The only thing they have in common is a 4. And if I take out a factor of 4, what's left over is x and 1. All right, now notice that I have an x plus 1 in each of those two terms that came from those two sets of terms above. And so it's kind of like we're doing meta factoring here, right? We factored and factored, and okay. Now, the meta factoring here is we are now going to remove the x plus 1 from those two terms that we had. If I remove the factor of x plus 1 from 3x times x plus 1, we get just this part left over. And if I do the same thing with these two terms, right, remove the x plus 1, what's left over is just the plus 4. And so that's my answer. It's x plus 1 times 3x plus 4. You can check it and FOIL it back out, okay? It will ultimately return you to 3x squared plus 7x plus 4. But that is the process. All right, let me show that again from start to finish with a twist. And the twist is I'm going to write these two terms in the opposite order. All right, again, from the top, I'm doing 3 times 4 is 12. I'm going to look for factors of 12 that add up to give me positive 7. That would be 4 and 3. Now I break up my 7x into 4x plus 3x. And then I bring down my other terms from above. All right, now here's what we do. The first two terms I can group and remove a common factor from them. Same goes for these, I hope. From 3x squared plus 4x, oh man, 3 and 4, they don't have any common factors. Oh, but each term has an x, I'll take out an x. And if I take out an x from each term, that leaves me with 3x from the first term and just plain old 4 from the second term. All right, if I take out, or if I look at now my 3x plus 4, right, my second set of terms here, I cannot identify a common factor at all. Nothing. Nothing goes into 3 and 4. Wait. How about, hear me out, 1? Crazy idea, but I'm going to factor out a 1 from those. If you're like, this is the dumbest thing. No, it's magic. Just bear with me. I factored out a 1. If I factor out a 1, remember factoring is kind of like division. If I take out a factor of 1 from 3x, I get 3x. And if I take out a factor of 1 from 4, I get 4. Okay, that's it. That's what that technically factors to if I take out a factor of 1. And now I do my meta factoring. 3x plus 4 and 3x plus 4 I can take out, and I get 3x plus 4 as my first factor, and x plus 1. Which is the answer I had from the previous page, just with the order of the terms flipped around. Okay, the beauty of video lessons is you can always watch this again. So watch and rewatch as needed, but I hope this was helpful. Good luck on your finals.